I know all South Africans have gotten tougher, but white women, I am the most proud of you. When I was last doing shows in South Africa years ago, white women were fragile. Yo, they were brittle. Any change in direction would crack them. You would see, have you ever seen, you'd see white women back in the days, things would go wrong. They'd be like, I just can't, hey? I just can't. I mean, like, you're living in a country where I swear to God, it's just, because I was driving today and they just cut you off. And you're at the robots and you've got these guys knocking on the window. I just can't. Zuma must go. I can't. I can't do this. I can't. It's too much. It's just too much. It's too much. And the chickens at Nando's have gotten smaller. I can't. I don't know what I can't. White women were brittle. And then I don't know what happened over the past few years. But they have toughened up. They have truly toughened up. It's almost like these white ladies were in their garages training every day. Because have you seen white women at the traffic lights now? Have you seen white women during load shedding at the traffic lights? You better pray to your God when you meet them, eh? They're taking no prisoners. White women now, they've turned into the new taxi drivers, guys. You'll see them driving in during load shedding, peak traffic. They pull in there with their Hyundai Sonata. They've got their arm out the window, accepting any challenger. They're there driving in. You think you're going to cut them off. Beep, beep. They're like, futsek wena. Ngazongi hutela wena. Apuni kutinga driver la wena. Futsek. Beep, beep. Nawe, hey. Futsek nonke, hey. Ningazong chela, I'm driving here. Papela mina nyon dupula nonke. Nombulala nonke ninam sunweni. Wow! These white ladies are getting home to their husbands. You know, they're there in the kitchen like, hi, honey, how was your afternoon? Yeah, sometimes you have to show them, eh? Sometimes you just have to show them. Uba bonise, uba kombise. Yeah, because ngi out a shop mina. Yo, Pretoria, you guys have been amazing, man. Thank you so much for coming out. I had such a great time with all of you. Johannesburg, thanks for... Get the breadboard. Get the breadboard. Get a knife there as well. Yeah, but get a knife set as well. Obviously, you want to buy... No. Get... Yeah. Did you get... Dinesh, did you get the... You got the kettle? No. Why are you getting Brabancha there? Why are you getting Brabancha? We don't need Brabancha, right? That's expensive. Don't just get the cheap one there. Yeah, it's for your mother-in-law. Relax. Bring there. Yeah, put it in, right? No, because we got to get all the things right for the housewarming. And then what we're going to do? Boom, damn it, the load shedding. Oh, the trolley. Hey, damn it. Hey, the trolley went out the shop there. For a moment, I thought... Hey, Suresh. Did you hear that? No, I didn't hear nothing. Exactly. Bring a PlayStation there. I want to meet that pioneer. You guys don't believe me, go and shake, you'll see. South Africans, truly, load shedding has changed everything. And I mean, it was bound to happen. When you have that much load shedding, people are going to start, they're going to start adapting to it, right? Hedonic adaptation, it's what happens. When you're in any situation for long enough, you start to adapt to that situation and it becomes the new norm. That's what's happened in South Africa. Because now it's like, stage 6 load shedding. You're like, what? It's wild. The wildest load shedding I experienced was 4 hours in the morning and then again 4 hours at night. I'm sorry, guys. Can we have an agreement? Can we just make an agreement here in South Africa? And let's just say, at some point, we can't keep calling it load shedding. Yeah, because load shedding implies that there is a load that needs to be shed. But now, if there is more shedding than load, we have to find another name. Right? It's like it's misleading now. Like at some point, we're going to have to name it by the time where there is electricity, not by the time where there isn't electricity. You know what I mean? Yeah, at some point, you're just going to be like, it's time for Power Hour. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Power Hour. That 1 hour in the day when you get electricity to use all of your appliances. Our number one contestant for today is Tembi. Tembi, what are you going to be doing with your 1 hour of electricity? I'm going to be using my blender to make a smoothie. Ha ha, Tembi, that's it, Power Hour. Proudly brought to you by Eskom. Oh, man. Oh. By the way, what is Cyril doing about the load shedding? No, I ask because I've been trying to find out, and I can't find any information on it. He used to give press conferences every day during COVID, and then now he's gone. What is he doing? Do you know? Because I can't find nothing. He's doing nothing? That's an interesting approach. It's a really interesting one. I'll be honest, man, I don't know how to feel about Cyril's presidency. I don't know how to feel about Cyril's presidency. Because he was promised as the person who would bring consistency, right? I didn't know it would be like consistent load shedding. And it's crazy when you think of how it began. When Cyril became president, South Africans were ecstatic. It reverberated around the world. Newspapers would report, is this the turning point for South Africa? People in the streets here were so happy. They called it Ramaphoria. Remember that? They said it was Ramaphoria. I saw him in Cape Town walking along the promenade. People were cheering for him. He was taking pictures with babies. And then now, you come back a few years later, those babies are deleting their pictures. I feel like Cyril is the most disappointing president this country's ever had. Honestly, I feel like Cyril is the most disappointing president this country has ever had. Not the worst president, not the worst president, the most disappointing president. There's a difference. There's a difference, yeah. Because we all know who the worst president was. Yeah. Hendrik Verwoerd. But Cyril is the most disappointing. The reason I say disappointing is because disappointment lives in the gap between expectation and reality. Cyril came in at the highest level of expectation. And now we're sitting here in a reality that's so far from what we expected. You know? Whereas with Zuma, say what you want about Zuma. Say what you want about Jacob Zuma. We weren't disappointed. We were shocked, but we weren't disappointed. Because remember, guys, that guy came in with a shower. Don't forget that, eh? He kicked things off with a shower, so no one can be like, I can't believe what happened. Hey. From the very beginning, we were like, okay, this guy's coming with action and personality, eh? From the very get-go, Zuma came in with a shower. He came in dancing and smiling. We were like, all right, we're going to be in for a ride. And that's exactly what we got. That's exactly what we just didn't expect, that degree, you know? If you think of it this way, it's like South Africa is a car. If you think of South Africa like a car, the president is the person driving that car. We're all the passengers. You know, we're there, we're paying for the petrol, we're paying for the maintenance, all of it, and the president's driving. You know, and when Zuma came in, we could see, hey man, this guy, you know, it's going to be interesting. You know, and he came in there, I'm ready to drive. And everyone there was like, Jacob, are you drunk? And he was like, no, I'm wasted. And he got in that car and he drove it like it's never been driven before. He crashed into everything. He broke every speed limit. At some point, he started selling the parts to the Guptas. Take the battery, we don't need it. And then finally, South Africans had enough. Jacob got kicked out of the car. We were all looking at it there, barely surviving. And then we're like, who's the next driver gonna be? Who can drive this car next? And the DA was like, we can drive. And we're like, we're not ready yet. Yeah, it's too soon. Cyril, are you gonna drive? And Cyril was like, yes, I can drive the car. And we're like, wait, Cyril, are you drunk? And Cyril was like, no, I don't even drink. And we were like, oh, wow, okay. All right, here you go. And he got in the car. But what we didn't know is that he only had a learner's license. Because he sat in that driver's seat, he put his seatbelt on, he looked down and he was like, whoa, it's a manual. It looks like we're gonna learn together. Because I'm sorry, man, I just feel like sometimes Cyril he just lacks conviction. You know, that's what it is. I think that's what a lot of people feel. It feels like he lacks conviction. He'll come out and be like, I'm gonna fight corruption, I'm gonna fight it. And it's like, are you fighting it though? You know, it doesn't feel like you fight. Like if you're gonna fight corruption, fight corruption. And if you're gonna be corrupt, be corrupt. You know, just lukewarm. Like even his scandal, even Phala Phala, what was that? Huh? What kind of scandal was that? Guys, come on, man. What kind of scandal? And not nuclear weapons, you know? Not giant contract, no. Buffalo. Buffalo. Guys, do you understand how my friends in America roasted me when that story came out? That was a tough day in my life. When the newspaper